Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the real United States. I'm your host, Paul Campbell. Behind the camera is always our camera operator and my wife, Beverly Campbell. Welcome to downtown Baltimore, Maryland. We're here in front of the Lexington Market, the oldest market in the United States. It's on the original site it was at when it was built in 1782. And we're going to take you in, we're going to show you around all the wonderful foods and shops that they have here. And we're right here on the corner of Lexington Avenue where the market's located. And again, this is the oldest market. It's a historic market that was visited, legend has it at least, by George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and many other famous figures from American history actually came to this market in its original form. Now, it's undergone a lot of renovations and changes over the years, but it's still on its original site, even though it's not the original store building. It's, of course, been rebuilt and updated for modern conveniences, modern standards. You see we're on a very busy street right here. It's a very bustling part of town. Folks have been very friendly and warm to us here, very nice to us. It's a very nice town. It's probably only our third time here in Baltimore, but so far it's been a really great experience. So we're going to take you in and we're going to show you around a little bit in the Lexington Market in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's go on into the Lexington Market. Now, as we come in the main entrance of the Lexington Market, you see this huge vaulted ceiling. It's very much in the style that it's been for a very long time, even though this is a relatively modern building. And you see that there are shops and restaurants kind of mixed between each other, lined all along here. By way of example, we have a Japanese restaurant right here. And then directly across from it, we have a place that sells gifts, clothing, hats, those sorts of things. So this is what I was saying about it's a mixture of restaurants and shops. We're going to keep going around. And next to the Japanese restaurant is the Lexington Florist. Sell all kinds of flowers and things. So there's a wide mix of what they sell here. And I think that that's probably always been the case. Certainly vendors and growers and manufacturers from the local area have for hundreds of years now been coming here to sell their wares. The entire inside of the building is built on a slope, because the street on this side of the building is higher than the street on the other side. So instead of having a lot of steps, the entire concourse goes down on a grade. It's something you don't see a lot in public buildings, stores, places like that, malls. Usually the floor is built at one contiguous level. Now I'm here in the middle of the concourse. It's a 2.5, 3-story atrium in the middle of the Lexington Market. And here in around the center of the concourse, there are tables that vendors, short-term vendors, independent vendors, come and rent occasionally. It happens like maybe once a year or a couple times a year where they come in and they sell things. Some of these are collectibles. There's people selling jewelry and dolls and those sorts of things, posters. But these are independent vendors. They don't own a space here or rent a storefront. They just come in for a short period, maybe 5 days, to sell their wares. Now, one of the things I'd like to point out about the Lexington Market, some of the decorations that were done here are these labels, which are these big posters of the labels that were indicative of some of the foods and other products that were sold in the early part of the 20th century. And they have this very distinct kind of printing about them that if you've seen these, you recognize them immediately. So we have cooked oatmeal, and we have cove oysters here, a bunch of different things, hand-packed tomatoes. These were the sorts of product labeling you would have seen in the early part of the 20th century, so they printed them in these huge sorts of posters, and they're decorated all the way around this entire concourse. Now the concourse, the entire structure, underwent a major renovation at the beginning of the century and was completed in 2002. Now recent news reports have come out just this week, and we found out that in fact they are beginning a new phase of renovation that's going to start here probably this very soon in 2015, and that this will again be updated and remodeled to be again brought up to standards, brought up to current styles, those sorts of things. So another renovation, and that's something indicative of this market, that it is metamorphosized, that it is adapted and changed, even though it's on its original site, and that's why it has probably endured, is because of the fact that it has just gone ahead and adapted to the changes of society and the world around it over the centuries. So kind of cool that they're just starting another renovation project. One of the things we're going to show you, Bev's going to come on down and we're going to show you some of the tile work here. Pretty nice stuff that's set right in permanently into these columns. So as I was saying, right on these columns, these are decorative facades around the steel columns that hold up the main structure of the roof. These are all tiled with ceramic tile, and they've got these beautiful friezes. That's called a frieze because it's sticking up from the surface, that are made out of ceramic tile, hand painted, and these are on the faces of several, if not all of the faces of these columns, all throughout the main concourse here at Lexington Market. Let's take you over and show you some of the others. They're really beautiful scenes, very indicative of some of the products they sell here, the fruits, the vegetables here. Again, this is, you know, in the motif of the sort of products that are sold here. And one of the important aspects of the Lexington Market here is the fact that a lot of fresh produce comes in here to be sold. There's a big trend, of course, in the United States and in the world to eat healthier, to eat more produce, and that's a big part of what they sell here over in the eastern part of the market. This one's quite lovely here. It's got the seafood, some lobster and crabs and scallops and shrimp and all this different stuff. Now this one's actually done in 4 pieces, and some of these are single large tiles. So they did quite a nice job during the last renovation, apparently, of bringing this to be very artistic setting for people that came down here into the concourse. So now we're going to go ahead and show you more around the market. As I said, there's all kinds of different shops here. There's restaurants, there's grocers that carry produce, there's bakeries, there's a florist, there's all kinds of this stuff. We're stopping here at the bakery, and this is part of burgers, cakes, and cookies. This is the Buttercup Bakery. They've got something here that I've never had before in my life that I ask about. This is something I want to try. It's called a bean pie. So apparently this is made with a white bean. And how do you do? I'm Paul Campbell.
Hi, I'm Tina.
Tina works here at the Buttercup Bakery, and she's agreed to help us out a little bit here. I want to go ahead and get one of those bean pies. So we're going to try one of those. And we'd also like the white bread. A loaf of the white bread. And I think that's going to do it for us for right now. Okay. Tina, now how long have you been working here, Tina?
24 years.
24 years. So, like I say, the entire outfit been here forever, and people who come here, right? And the owner actually works at, he has another facility just across the aisle here. So, what do you think about working here at Lexington Market?
It's always exciting, never a dull moment.
Now,
meet a lot of wonderful people.
It struck me that people in Baltimore are very, very friendly. Is that is that a good?
Yes.
Okay.
That's good.
I mean, so that's an accurate description. Yeah, I have found people here to be very, very friendly. They're very open. They're willing to talk to you, and we made a little mistake when we came in. We didn't ask permission before we came in. They stopped us. We asked permission. They checked us out, and they were very polite. Even the folks that stopped us, hey, you know, you got to have permission. They were very, very nice to us. So folks here have been very, very polite to us. So it's been wonderful.
Welcome.
I'm going to go ahead and get those 2 things then.
I'm going to give you all one of my favorite cookies. Totally love. They remind me of Girl Scout cookies.
Okay, well, thank you.
There we go.
Well, this has been a wonderful experience.
Would you like me to be forks and napkins for that bean pie? Or you're going to save it for later?
I think we're going to save it for right now.
That is
okay,
for
that's
you.
fine. Okay.
And then if you just sign next.
Now,
Thank you very much.
Would you like to tell us? Would you like to tell us a little bit about the bean pie, real quick?
The bean pie is made with a white navy bean. The Muslims make them. Very big seller. We sell a couple hundred of them a week, and I really think you're going to enjoy that much.
So this is a bit like a custard pie, or
It tastes like a sweet potato.
like a sweet potato custard pie.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this. We'll have to get some footage of this before I'm finished with it. So thank you very much, Tina. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, I don't want to give you the impression that it's all sweets here, because again, there's a lot of fruits and there's a lot of vegetables and a lot of other things here, but Bev and I do have a sweet tooth. We're here at Constant Candies. Been here since 1896, as you see the sign says. Very beautiful decor. The very innate woodwork that they have here up around the entire top of their shop, big wooden columns, all real wood, very lovely setting. And the lady that works here, Crystal, has agreed to speak with us for a moment, and I think I'm going to have to buy my wife some chocolates while I'm here. And see if she can pick out chocolates and hold the camera at the same time. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
And Crystal, tell us a little bit about the Lexington Market and your shop here.
Well, the shop itself, it's been here for a long time. A Greek family used to own it for a long time. My boss now that owns it, he's had it for 8 years. We made all of our candy then. It's kind of been a little harder to do that now with the market. But, you know, the market is the market's a good place to come, you know, for a good meal. It's decent prices, you know. It's just, I don't know, it's a good place to be in the city. It's a good place to travel. Like people that come from out of town, they come and they, you know, come down here. It's like it's just famous for their food.
Well, it is world famous, so that helps a lot to draw in the people, I would imagine.
Good food and, you know, good people, and you know what I mean.
Do you get a lot of tourists from around the world?
Yeah, I've met people from Australia, you know, all around the United States. It's been a lot, yeah. The past couple of years, yeah, it's a lot.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna buy some chocolates. So I'm gonna let Bev kind of point at what she wants, and I'm gonna get her some. Do you see something you like, Bev?
Yes, I would like. I would like. I think they're on the other side. The Mary Jane's, and there's 3 of them over there. We could maybe make a mix of.
What, the old school?
Yeah. Sounds good.
It's good?
Yes. And I'd also like 2 of the fruit and nut Easter eggs, please. Gotta start my Easter shopping because the Easter Bunny doesn't know we moved, so I gotta help him.
You wanted the fruit and nut, correct?
Yes, please.
We have the sugar-free. It's going to be $9.57.
Thank you so much.
I'll definitely look you guys up.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Good place. I love it. You know, a lot of people then I get some people that come and they cry because their grandparents or something.
Okay, folks, now this is going to be a unique first in my life. We're at Angie's Soul Food and Barbecue, and they have chitlins. Now, for those of you from other parts of the world who maybe aren't familiar with what chitlins, they are pork intestines that have been scrubbed and the membrane removed, and they've been stewed and loved and nurtured for hours to get them just right. It's a very labor-intensive thing. Culturally, it's something in the United States that is generally associated with African American culture. So, whence I am new to this, but they gave me a little tiny taste. They tasted very nice. They have a very delicate, nice pork taste about them, which I'm sure varies by the seasoning and by the cook. But this is going to be my first experience with having a lunch of chitlins, and I'm going to share some with our camera operator, Beverly, and see what this is really like. But I did cheat and have a little sample to start with to make sure that I was going to enjoy them. You can tell the food's good because the line is long. Oh, I can't imagine. I'd like to get a pint of chitlins. Yeah. This is hog maw, right? Okay, I'm going to get a half pint of that. Half pint of this. No. Pint of that. No.
Okay.
So this, folks, is chitlins in the back and hog maw, which is the stomach lining, the epithelial lining from the pig's stomach. Again, a very labor-intensive dish to prepare. We're going to get these to go, and I'll share with you our treat later on. There we go. See, I told you I'd come back. Alvin spoke so highly of you, I had to come try it. So I want to thank you for joining us here on the Real United States at the Lexington Market in downtown Baltimore, Maryland. I hope you've enjoyed the little tour we've taken you on in some of the wonderful places. I wish we had smell-o-vision so you could actually experience this. It is such a great place. We're here in front of Finley's, Baltimore's best crab cakes, and this place actually recently appeared on a national television show here in the United States that I'm not going to promote, but obviously an outstanding place to draw that kind of attention from a major network. So one of the places you want to check out next time you're in downtown Baltimore. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you'll pick subscribe and join us for the adventure. If you have questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I love hearing from all of you. I try to get back to everybody as soon as I possibly can. And as always, thank you for watching.